Hello guys, welcome to my channel How to Learn. In this video, I want to explain about mediator design pattern. Before going to implementation, I will explain you some theory part, like I will give you some quick overview and what is design pattern and some real world example. Okay. And first of all, mediator design pattern is a behavioral design pattern and it provides mediator class which normally handles communication between different classes, which leads to easy maintenance of code by loose coupling. Okay, normally the real world example for this mediator design pattern is food delivery apps. Now let's take example as Zomato or Swiggy. We are ordering food from restaurants, right? But we are using the Zomato or Swiggy as a mediators. Okay, they are the best example for the mediator design pattern. And even in our software companies now we have the work from home, right? And now all the employees from the different countries and different cities, we are communicating through some apps like Zoom, Skype, Teams and all. Okay, it is one of the best example for that. And now I'm going to implement mediator design pattern on some requirement. Let's assume I have a software company name as Love to Learn. Okay, and a client came to me and he have a requirement. His requirement is, in his home he have TVs, fans, air conditioners, lights, examples and so on, many things, have many things, and now he is using different remotes for controlling everything. Let's assume in his home all the electronic appliances were working on remote control system, but for fan he have a different remote, for light he have a different remote, for AC he have a different remote, and like that for every electronic equipment he have different remotes. But he wants some centralized remote system. Okay, he came to me and he asked me to prepare a remote which where we can control every electronic equipment in his home with a single remote. It is his requirement. Okay, based on that requirement, now we are going to build this mediator design pattern. Okay guys, I hope you understand. I have already created a project here. Now let's start implementing, and let's start creating an interface invoker, and let's start creating another interface remote. And now let's start creating a class which is remote implementation, and this remote implementation class acts as a mediator, guys. Okay, and let's add these interfaces here, and let's click on finish. Now let's add some methods here and there. Public void initialize remote. Okay, and let's create two methods here. Public void on, public void off. Okay, the reason we are having these methods, like every electronic equipment will just on and off it, right? So we are just implementing, we have the two methods here. And let's create a reference here for remote interface. Okay, and let's initialize it here, equal to remote, and based on the reference we can call the methods on and off in the particular methods. Okay guys, and now let's start using the remote IMPL as a mediator for TV, AC and so on, some particular classes. And let's add some interface here which is nothing but remote, and let's click on finish. Again, let's create another class. Let's assume it's here TV. Let's add the interface here. Let's click on finish. Okay, and now what we want to do means we want to write some message here. Okay, that aircon is switched on. And let's write a message here like air conditioner is switched off. Okay, and now let's utilize the same methods in TV also. But here just make the changes to aircon as TV, and here TV to off, on to off. Okay, now let's start testing it here in some test class. As we are testing, we are just created as a main method. Okay, just created main method here. Now let's create object for remote IMPL. Let's assume it is the remote. Okay guys, and now what I want to do means I want to switch on TV using this remote. So I will be using TV object here. Okay, I want to switch on TV. Now again I want to switch on AC, air conditioner. Okay, so I am using air conditioner object here. Okay, and let's try to print that here. Now you can see, right, we are able to switch on TV and air conditioner using one class only. Like I can say like a remote. Okay, like this it works guys. We are using the remote implementation as a mediator, and based on that you can create as many classes you want, like air conditioner, TV, fan, and your wish. You can create hundreds of classes for hundreds of electronic equipments. Like that this mediator design pattern works guys. Okay, let me give you some quick overview. Here what we are doing is just we have created a reference for remote implementation, and here we are passing a TV object. Okay, whatever you want, and here we are initializing it, and when you call the particular on method or off method, it will call the methods in the initialized object. Suppose I have created, like I have initialized it based on the reference of TV. Now here the code will be like remote equal to new TV. Okay, then if you call the on method and off methods, it will call the methods on the TV. I hope you guys understand. If you have any queries, please comment it in comment section guys. Okay, I will reply to them, and you can also visit to my blog. Okay, I will paste this link in description, and if you want the code, you can simply go to my GitHub. Okay, you can have the link here. You can go to the GitHub and you can just download the code. Don't type and don't waste the time. Okay, and thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel.